And I'm not making it financially either, as evidence. And my back's against the wall. I'm the one that's being came after for child support, and I'm still providing. I'm providing for 2 homes, child support there, feeding them here, daycare here.
Record in Randy Howard versus Dwayne Howard, 2022 DM 318. Both parties are self-represented. There is a income withholding order that's been filed in this case. So, Randy, are you receiving child support through that income withholding order?
No, and he quit his last job since we've last seen you, so I'm not even sure where he's working.
Okay.
I'm not employed at this time.
All right.
My job starts August 7th.
All right. I'm not sure who did this income withholding order. I'm going to assume it was a 4D case. So are you working with somebody, Brandy, for child support?
No, after our divorce was final, I dismissed my attorney because they did all the paperwork.
Well, this one was filed
After my previous job, I did
of 25.
I did apply for unemployment after not this job, but the last one from Progressive, and it was denied. So they may have done it when I applied, because that's about the same time I started receiving the notices. But I never received any unemployment because it was denied.
Well, they just filed a.
It could have been the Kansas or the Child Support Enforcement Office as well. I was working with them.
That's who you need to contact.
That's who I did contact, and that's probably the papers that they filed then.
Yeah, and it doesn't have an employer, but it's authorized, so they can send it to whatever employer they need to. So where are you going to work in August at?
Allstate Insurance.
Okay, where's that located?
It's a remote job, so I would have to get the address from them.
Okay. All right, you're required to provide that.
Yes, I know.
By the middle of.
All right, guys, we're diving straight into the chaos today. In a Kansas courtroom, the tension is thick enough to cut with a knife. Brandy Howard faces off against Dwayne Howard in a custody and child support battle that's been dragging on for months. Both stand without lawyers, just raw emotion, frustration, and exhaustion. The judge opens the case, asking about an income withholding order, but it's clear from the jump. Nothing about this family's situation is simple. And folks, this is only the beginning.
Next week. And Brandy, I would let them know who's got a new job and when it is, and that it's Allstate. Now, I ordered the 2 of you go to Midland. Did you do that? Mediation?
Yes.
And I didn't get any report from them that I'm aware of at all. So.
I talked to Joy on the phone today. She said she was sending it over today. We were at an impasse.
I wonder, Amy, have you gotten anything from Joy?
I have not, and I just came from the clerk's office. And I don't have anything from your inbox that was faxed.
Or anything emailed?
Nope, I have not.
All right. Well, then the next step, how much did mediation cost each one of you?
Nothing.
There was no cost.
All right. So the next step then is domestic conciliation, and you're going to have to pay for it. They'll give recommendations. And I'm going to wait. I'm going to have Amy contact Joy, confirm that you two acted in good faith and did your best to try to resolve these issues, and whether any progress was made or not, and who they might suggest would be a good domestic conciliator for you, and we will provide you with that information so you can start that.
Okay.
So we should get child support going. We should have a name and get you on the list for domestic conciliation. are the girls going to school?
In
And,
Andover.
Okay. And that's not going to change.
No.
All right. Remind me, Mr. Howard, where do you live?
I live in Andover. They use my address for school. They are here every day, Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Okay. And where do you live, Brandy?
I live in Rose Hill, so
Brandy claims Dwayne quit his job just to dodge payments, while Dwayne fires back, saying he's unemployed but starting fresh soon. The judge presses them both, demanding accountability. It's uncomfortable to watch, guys, like two parents trapped in a never-ending storm. The discussion turns to mediation. Apparently, they already tried that, but it failed miserably. No progress, no peace. The judge's patience is thinning fast as the courtroom echoes with the sound of disappointment and disbelief.
I drop them off every morning, and then his mom comes to watch them at his house. They get him on the bus and get him off the bus, and then I pick them up after work.
Okay. Has anything changed since they're not in school or since he's not working?
Really?
No,
Okay.
I watch them every day.
Well, why do you not do any transporting at all?
Because they've gone to school here. She had to drop Maddie off, her other daughter, every day. And in my work schedule, I worked past the previous job. I worked till 7. So she'd come pick Maddie up and pick my kids up as well.
Well, that's an issue you need to take up with domestic conciliation is the transportation. Usually that's shared. Not ordinarily is it reimbursed and that kind of thing. Usually it's just shared. But we'll see. So, okay, well, I wish you would have come up with something in mediation to have made this cheaper for both of you, but sometimes that doesn't happen. And I don't think either one of you are prepared to try your own custody case. And usually the district wants some professional recommendations after they have heard from both sides, reviewed all the information. Sometimes they talk to the kids. Sometimes they talk to school personnel. Sometimes they talk to relatives. It kind of just depends on what they feel the issues are and how far they need to investigate. And they try to get you again to come up with a parenting plan that you can agree upon. And if not, they make recommendations. So I have your positions, recommendations, and then my own thoughts. If we have to go to trial, I'll have to make the decision. Okay?
Okay.
So that's kind of where we're at. And I'm going to review the case. I will do an order for domestic conciliation as soon as we have an idea of where Joy might recommend that.
Then comes the kicker: child support, daycare, and transportation. Brandy insists she's doing it all alone: school runs, daily routines, everything. Dwayne counters with his own story, saying his mother handles daycare for free, that he's pulling more weight than anyone realizes. The judge reminds them, shared responsibilities mean shared sacrifices, but neither side seems ready to budge. It's not just about money anymore. It's about pride, resentment, and two different versions of doing enough.
Is affordable that you can go. It might be collaborative resources in Andover, but generally I think their first tier is like $750 a piece.
And I have 4 kids to get in school, and with him not helping with anything lately, I got to get my kids in school. I mean,
Okay.
that's a huge fee.
Okay. Well,
All I wanted was him to take every other weekend so that I could find a part-time job since he's inconsistent, so that I can be prepared to fully provide for my children. And for some reason, he doesn't want Saturday nights or any of the Sundays. So we got to do something. I have to be able to find a part-time job.
And I offered Thursday to Saturday, and it was denied.
you what?
I offered Thursday to Saturday, Saturday to 6 or 7:30, whichever worked better.
Well, why are you opposed to Sundays?
Just the way the work schedule is, I'll be off Thursday, Friday, Sundays. And if I do Friday to Sunday, I have one day off every 2 weeks to get errands and everything else done. Because I have the kids.
I don't think you're in a very good position to negotiate when you're not paying child support and paying what appears to be your fair share. That puts you in a position to give what you have, which is time.
And I do every day. I take care of the kids every day, Monday through Friday. They are fed here every day. Nobody provides the food. I provide the food every single day for them.
And then you have them every weekend?
Pretty much.
Our current scheduling is I get them Sunday to Tuesday every other week. And in the off weeks, it's Tuesday, Fridays. But they are still here every day, Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. or 5:30 now when she gets off work.
As your mom is our daycare, so when you start working and when they go to school, they're basically just going to be getting on the bus and off the bus for like an hour.
And my mom is not paid for daycare, so we provide that as well. I'm providing for my kids. Everybody says I'm not providing and doing my fair share. I am.
Now, the tension is boiling. Brandy breaks down, saying all she wants is for Dwayne to take the kids every other weekend so she can work part-time. Sounds fair, right? But Dwayne's not having it. He argues his schedule won't allow Sundays, and the courtroom air turns electric. The judge isn't buying excuses. She snaps back, reminding Dwayne that paying no child support doesn't give him leverage. The energy in the room, absolutely explosive.
The only time I haven't paid child support was when I'm between jobs.
Well, will your mom provide the daycare on the Sunday so she can do every other weekend?
That's what she's provided. She has to provide Saturdays if we do that. So then you're asking to provide Sunday. So then she's going to be working what? 5?
I know, but how long have you been off work? Why couldn't you at least do it till you go back to work?
That's not what was requested. She's wanting to make this permanent change. And I know if I make the change, then again, it'll end up, she won't make the change back. Everything was fine until it was said, okay, I got a new job. And then, okay, well, we're going to change the schedule. Well, I choose a job based on what my schedule is at that point. That works for everybody.
You already have a job secured?
Yes.
No, Heather. Do you already have, or Brandy, I'm sorry. Do you already have a job secured?
A potential job, yes, is if I can get everything lined up so that I can work 2 weekends a month.
Okay.
It's in retail, so it has to be a full open availability.
Can you get some kind of letter of confirmation of employment?
Yeah, as soon as, I can't get hired or can't go through the process until we get this figured out.
Okay. All right, well, I don't know what else to do except send you to domestic conciliation. Because I think you're at an impasse, like you said. So, I would probably order that he take the kids every other weekend until he's caught up on his child support. But I can't do that without an evidentiary hearing. And he claims there's more to it. So I need somebody to look into the different factors for me. Okay? All right. I just didn't want there to be any additional monies incurred that aren't going directly to the kids.
Just do Friday to Sunday. I'm done with all of it. Every time I suggest it.
As emotions rise, both parents start talking over each other. Dwayne insists he's been feeding and caring for the kids daily. Brandy accuses him of inconsistency. You can almost feel the history between them. Years of love, betrayal, and exhaustion now being dissected under fluorescent lights. The judge, calm but firm, warns them, this isn't about your past, it's about your children. And yet every word from either side sounds personal, not parental.
When it gets thrown out, nobody feels, or here's my concern. I just get it done. I don't want to keep going.
Well, I'll schedule you for an evidentiary hearing at the
No,
courthouse.
that's fine.
You can come in.
That's okay. There's too much stress on me, the kids, changing the schedules. Let's just get it done. But I need to make sure she works.
Well, I need to too, so I want confirmation that she's working, that she's got a job and she's working, and that she, has started the job before she starts doing this. Because the sole reason it's happening is because she's not making it financially. She needs to pick up a second job, and the only time she can do it is on weekends. And she's not doing it every weekend, but every other weekend.
And I'm not making it financially either. As evidence, and my back's against the wall. I'm the one that's came after for child support, and I'm still providing. I'm providing for 2 homes, child support there, feeding them here, daycare here.
Okay. Well, you might want to file a motion to modify and get with a lawyer as soon as you get a job to run through and make sure that there aren't alternatives for you. I don't know, but when it's ordered, it's got to be paid until it's modified.
I know.
So, and you can take all of that up with child support enforcement if you want to, or you can file a motion and they can come in and give information to the court on any modifications that need to be made. So you wouldn't even have to hire an attorney if you want to file your own motion for modification and notify them and get it set for hearing.
Yeah.
So I'm going to order that, and I'm going to take domestic conciliation off the table right now because neither one of you can afford it. And it'd be a minimum of $1,000 a piece. It's probably $750. So let's not do that then. And let me just I'm going to temporarily order this, and I'm going to review it. And then I want that documentation.
When talk turns to jobs, things spiral again. Dwayne says he's starting a new job soon. His 5th since the divorce. Brandy rolls her eyes, clearly done believing. She tells the judge she's ready to accept any arrangement, as long as Dwayne proves stability. But that word, stability, hits harder than anyone expected. The courtroom goes quiet. Even the judge sighs. Stability, after all, is what both claim to want, but neither seems able to hold.
And if you want to file a motion to modify child support, you're going to need a pay stub, though. I mean, you're going to have documentation for 4D, the contract attorney that does child support enforcement for DCF, or whoever's doing it. I can't tell who submitted this income withholding order for sure, but whoever you've been working with, Brandy.
Child support center.
Yeah, then they'll have to be notified of any requests so that they can represent whatever interests they're representing.
Okay. And like if I know 100% and he can stand here and he can tell me 100% that he has this job, he's going to keep this job because this is job number 5 since we've been divorced. I have no problems with going back to whatever we had originally. What was it? Tuesday, Thursday, and then every other Thursday through Saturday at 6. But that's fine. But you have to be able to pay your child support, and you have to start helping me with medical bills. And, I know you can't help with school stuff this year because you're not working, but I mean, you're going to have to start leaning a little bit and helping with some of the other stuff.
Or get a motion on file for me to look at all of it. But she laid out quite a bit of stuff there, documentation of stuff that she's been spending money on, but that's not for today's hearing. Today was just to review the status of the mediation. And so I'm going to schedule this for review on Tuesday, the 16th of September. And I don't know what hours you guys are working to know what time's the best time on a Tuesday.
I'm pretty flexible. I don't know about him and his job, but
Okay, I'll do it by Zoom. Do you know what your hours are going to be?
No, in September, because the first 6 weeks is different than the next. So it would be 9 to 5.
The judge tries to cool things down, suggesting domestic conciliation. But when both admit they can't afford it, the frustration doubles. You can see it. Two exhausted parents drowning in paperwork, debt, and pride. Finally, Brandy explodes, saying, "Just get it done. I'm tired of this." That moment says it all. Two people broken by the system and by each other. The courtroom doesn't feel like justice anymore. It feels like survival.
30.
Hmm.
Because it's still in training. I mean, what are we reviewing? What if we're changing this time schedule, right?
Yeah, I guess I don't have to review anything. I mean,
We're just changing.
Making the order, and until one of you wants to change it, then you just file a motion. When you want to change, want me to relook at child support or relook at the parenting time?
Just change the schedule. Let's get it done.
All right. Well, I'm not going to set a hearing until you request one, but Amy, we'll try to get that. When I get back, I'll do a journal entry that just modifies the every other weekend. And
Is there a specific time frame, the Friday to Sunday? Because I can type something up and have it ready for review for tomorrow if you would like.
well, if you're not working but Saturday and Sunday, why does it need to start Friday night?
I mean, that would be an opportunity, since it's only every other weekend, to be able to work a Friday evening shift from like 6 to 9 or whatever, and then the 2 weekends. But
Okay.
like, I need to see if they still are able to hire me, because this has been ongoing for weeks now, and I have just kept telling them they haven't had answers.
It's subject to you getting confirmation of employment. So, I mean, I would say it would be from, well, he already has them that day, on the Friday,
Mhm.
the opposite. You need to email Amy what it is.
Okay.
And both of you be on the email so she can do the weekends and the times.
Okay.
But it's just for work. So whatever you're going to be working, that's when it needs to start and end to cover your work shifts.
Okay.
All right.
I'll
is
reach
there-
out today.
In the final stretch, the judge lays down the law. She orders a temporary schedule, warns both to keep records, and demands proof of employment before any changes. No smiles, no closure, just orders and exhaustion. The gavel falls, but the story doesn't end here. As the parents leave the courtroom, the real question lingers. Can two people who once built a family ever stop tearing each other apart? All right, guys, this case shows it clearly. Sometimes in the battle for custody, nobody truly wins.